today's vlog is about something. I had this written down. I'm sure by now. I'm sure by now you've seen that awesome video of me and Jake's. Yeah, that was pretty epic. Yeah, that took us quite a bit of planning. About like a month. Let's say a month before. A little over a month before we started planning it. I guess he has an AK, and he wanted to know, or he didn't want to know. He was talking about it, and he said he didn't have no land, or he didn't have no land. You know, he lives in Dallas. Holy crap! When did they do this? He lives in Dallas, and he doesn't have no land. And we were on Xbox Live, and he said that, and I said, I got some land out here. I got a few acres, and I've got buddies with hundreds of acres. And he's like, hey, would it be cool if I came out sometime? And he knew I was a vlogger, and he asked if he could come out sometime, shoot his AK. And I said, sure, why not? And I asked my parents, they didn't care. And I asked my parents, they didn't care. This was in October, and we got our land, and we had to bury a new water line. So what we did was we rented a little mini backhoe, and with that backhoe, we were digging stuff. This is, I only have, okay, he's off 2 days of the week. He didn't get off normal time, and he said, he gets these 2 days off. Well, that day I happened to be renting a backhoe, so he asked when the next day of the week I had off out of school was of that day of the week, and I said, oh, it's November 21st. So on November 21st. Or on the day before, sent him a text, making sure it was all good. We got all the supplies, and we decided to make a video, Got all the supplies, and the day before, he went and picked up the GoPro, the Hero 3, and but the next morning, I texted him, he said he wanted to be here about, 9 or 10 in the morning. It's a 4.5 hour drive, so he had to leave at like 8, or not 8, that was stupid, like 3 or 5 or something like that. Anyway, I'm not good at math. He said he had to leave at like 3 or 5 or something like that. And so he gets here, does all that good stuff, brings all his crap, and we're here making this video. We're here making this video of we're making this video, blowing up some zombies and stuff. and blow up one of these targets, these explosive targets we got, and yeah, we blow up one of these explosive targets we got, and my dad thinks, well, we got a cop that lives just up the road from us, you know. Blow up one of these targets, and my dad thinks the cop's gonna come down, you know, because it was loud. Like, you can just hear it echoing across the landscape, and like you can hear it going forever. And let's try that one more time. Blow up one of these explosive targets we got, and pot neutral. And since it's, you know, we're out in the middle of nowhere, you can hear it like rolling across the landscape. And so my dad thinks the cop's gonna come, and so we hurry up and rush these next couple scenes. And the very last one, there's two different types of explosive targets. There's one called tannerite, which you can only set off from a high velocity round. And there's another called in the red. And I'll put links where you can get both of those in the bottom. Anyway, there's the other one called in the red. And what in the red is, it's a really low velocity target. You could probably shoot it with a 22 and get it. So I shoot it with my 12 gauge with birdshot. That sets off the in the red. We combined it. We didn't mix them, but we put a little packet of in the red in front of a big packet of tannerite, and what that did was when the in the red went off from my birdshot, the tannerite, it set the tannerite off, which just created this massive explosion with the mushroom cloud, which I will replay here.
Yes! Yes!
Shit, man.
Oh,
A buddy of mine who lives about a mile away, he said that he said that it knocked shampoo bottles off in his shower. Because I had a few people over helping me record, and he lives about a mile away. He went home, and he instantly knew, you know, when it went off, that it was me. Because I'm awesome like that. Anyway. Yeah, it was a pretty massive explosion. But anyway, it's all good and fine. We get done with all that. We go in and we start like exchanging, you know, our files. Like I'll give him all mine, he gives me all his video, and so we can head out the same day. And we lost. We lost the 32 gig card with the best footage on it. And you know, we're out here looking for it all night, and we can't find it. Not a whole night, but for about an hour. Go back out. He leaves. I go back out the next morning, and it's just laying right there. It's just laying right on the ground, right where the truck was parked, right where we're doing everything. And so I take all the files off of it, mail it to him. I mail it to him. And Nothing. I thought I might have got his address wrong or something. Nope. About a week later, nothing. 2 weeks later, still nothing. So I've given up entire hope on this card. On the third week, it shows up in his mailbox. Really, Postal Service? It takes you 3 weeks to get a package from Oklahoma to Texas? That's like a 4.5 hour drive. You can do that in like a week. But apparently a week isn't good for you guys, so you take 4 or 3. My bad. Anyway, that's the story of that video you just watched.